dead, 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 dead. This is one of those fights where no matter how prepared you are, you just have to accept that people are gonna die a lot.
It's pure luck and skill.
What, this fight?
Yeah.
If you don't have black masks on, this fight is next to impossible. And, it's just... It's so ridiculous.
I'm gonna have an epileptic and seizures from that animation.
And also, once you have, another issue with this fight is since you're not doing damage to him with your physical attacks, you don't have your augments kicking in that replenish your MP. Because you notice that whenever I struck an enemy back in the mine, their MP, I replenished my MP because I did damage. Since you're not dealing damage to him, you don't get any MP, so running out of MP is an issue here. If any of your characters run out of MP and can't A-rise one of your dead characters, you're in pretty hot water. Like this is what's going on now. So since this fight is so hard, if a character runs out of MP like this, I would not hesitate to throw an elixir.
You know, I'm starting to get the feeling from all this that the developers just throw together ideas of status effects and stuff like that, and then build a boss around that. Like, really mean status effects. And that's what these bosses are.
Wait, you should have seen what they did with Elderworm back in the Gulmore Jungle. That thing had a full screen attack, or rather like a cutscene attack, kind of like Darkja is. But it didn't do any damage. It just gave your party a billion bad status effects. There's another boss later in the game that's even worse that has a special that gives your entire party just about every bad status in the game all at once.
like bad breath from the Malboros.
Yeah, I know there's, I already did all the Malboro hunts, and I tell you what, I just... Seriously, that is... I would go to say that, in the series as a whole, Malboros are probably the most dangerous regular enemy that you will encounter. Simply because... Like, I remember when I was exploring the Omega Ruins in FF10, I did not have a no encounters piece of equipment. Like, I could equip, because you know, one of the abilities you can craft onto armor is no encounters.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
No.
I had went down all the way into the depths of the Omega Ruin. I beat Omega Weapon, and then I was going back to the save point, and just before I was going to touch the save ball, a Malboro ambushed me, so it got first attack, bad breath my party, and my confused party members just hit themselves over and over and over again until they all died.
Lovely.
So I had to do the whole damn dungeon over because of gayness like that.
I would punch my TV.
I felt like punching something. It was just ridiculous. What I actually did, because I didn't want that to happen again, was I started farming items until I could craft no encounters onto an armor, and then I'd be like, okay, game.
Yes. I swear that health bar has not moved. At all.
The health bar... it's just
it's
like...
it's
been there, because what I'm trying to do Okay, here's the reason why I haven't been able to damage him. When the magic shield goes down, he immediately casts Reflect on himself, so that when I try to target him with magic, it'll just bounce off the Reflect and come right back to me. But whenever I try to dispel the Reflect, he seems to cast Faith and then put the magic shield up right away.
So it randomly does not do it, but...
But every single time in this fight, he either has Reflect up, or he's had the magic barrier up. So
then how are you supposed to beat him?
That's exactly what I'm thinking at this point. I couldn't say anything on camera because that would mess with the sound, and I'm doing the audio recording over it, obviously. But I'm just thinking to myself, there's got to be a way around this because I've beaten him before, but that was with a quickening. But once you get it into pissy boss mode, there's got to be a... It's a Final Fantasy game. No matter how hard the bosses are, there's got to be a way around what they're doing.
Yeah. You know what, I've noticed from all your fights, and please correct me, I haven't seen all your fights, it seems like you always have to have all your party members fighting. It always looks like they're always all taking damage, they're always all usually fighting, or all healing. It just looks like that's what a lot of the fighting in this game is about, as opposed to like an MMORPG where you have like separate party members standing in the way back trying to not take damage while healing or doing ranged attacks.
Well, on MMOs, the party members are usually controlled by other people.
It's because of the way I have them set up. If I wanted to, I could make a party member. I can make a party that has one attacking character and two supporting characters. I could do that, but it's just not as effective for this fight because Darkja covers the entire screen and hits everyone with 50% chance of death regardless of where they are in the room. So having your party members spread out doesn't do anything. So I just have them all doing what they can. Now, in a fight such as Omega, which is the hardest fight in the game, what you almost have to do is you have to create one attacking character and two supporting characters, because for one thing, his laser eye attack or whatever it is, I've only seen it battle a couple times. It has a range of 255, which, if you know what that means from ROM hacking, is usually the highest range the game will allow. He can hit you from clear across the room, so if you try to rush in with 3 attackers, you're not even going to make it to him. So what you have to do is you have to have 2 support members and one attacking character. I already have my gambit set up for that fight in mind. It's just that if something fucks up in the battle, like one of your support characters dies for some reason or gets probably because they got berserked, it's really hard to get back on track just because the boss deals a ridiculous amount of damage. Guess what? Everybody got killed again, so we're down to 3 party members. I gotta get these guys back on their feet really fast. And seeing how much damage they're doing. Also, I forgot to mention this, but his regular attack also has a chance of inflicting instant death. And my party member doesn't have enough MP to cast A-Rise.
I think probably next year this fight will finish.
Yes, it is definitely lengthy.
I tried to get into my menu to get somebody up, but he cast this spell before I can resolve it, and everyone fucking died again.
Game fucking over.
Yeah, he kicked my ass. Yeah, he kicked my ass. This is the first game over of the LP. Hopefully
We're
it'll leave you.
premiering the screen.
So yeah, next time, hopefully I can come up with a plan to take this bastard out, because if I have to abandon the LP because I can't beat this fucker, I'm gonna be so pissed.
So, what did you get from beating him?
The recording's over.